There was a 3 for 2 on toilet roll at Asda, except she didn't think it through and struggled there with bags of fruit and veg. Should have done the market last, but has arse about face and never listens. He'd have told her, had she asked, that this is Saturday, that there's a match. Though he won't complain about the price of the John West multi-pack she's brought, when he smacks his lips and fancies something nice for tea. But for now, his missus is the salmon, fighting her way upstream against the flow of old gold and black that's pouring through the subway towards her valiant undertow. Onward it comes, surging round the pockets of resistance, the load of bull vendors, the fast food sellers, the islands of away fans, the stone-faced coppers, breaking banks to swamp the wanderer and feathers. But she won't be beaten by this torrent. She's used to hard times, to putting up a fight. £5 of King Edward's collide with ankle bones. Referee. Her face denies premeditation. She's got her goal in sight. It's the handrail at the far end of the underpass, where stairs lie in wait. At every step she fears a fall, imagines shattered hips. In spite of this, she gains the top, takes the turn into Deanery Place to face a sloping weir. St. Peter's Church offers sanctuary in its grounds. She heads for sandstone steps, rises up above the crowds. She takes a break, sparks up, inhales and sees that on a statue's head a bird is perched, resting too. She huffs a smoky halo out, thinks of angels and the sliced white bread which she's forgotten to get. If only I could fly, she says. And as if to test her mettle, her own resolve, she grows wings, oily and tarry from the smoke of industry that's in her blood. They push their way through her coat and then the things hang lifeless. She inspects her new feathers as they dry. And if they weren't luxurious like angel wings, then so what? She'd choose function over ornament every time. If the wings of a city pigeon were to be her lot, she'd make damn sure she got her wear out of them. She considers distance. The civic centre looks a long way off. She eyes its paved concourse, the brickwork motif. She's seeing runway. And exactly at the point where the quays cross, she plans to make her leap of faith. She's a natural. She circles the square at window height, and in the Cuban bar, each time she passes, the punters raise their drinks to cheer another revolution. Her maiden flight continues, and as she makes the most of this miracle, this new sensation, her circle widens. In the bus queues, packs of smokers forced into the light mix with genuine public transport users. Here, there is audience. And if she were a different sort of woman, then she might just consider showboating. Maybe she would loop the loop or fly blindfold to make the best of the attention, this adulation that she's never had before. But she doesn't even see them. She's in another place, the domain of gargoyle, of guttering, of building dedication, of parapet, of arch, of suicidal trees growing on the edge of rooftops. She marvels at this world she's never seen before. She searches out the things that need a second look. She is a camera lens, hungry for new horizons, changed perspectives, wanting to see more, to explore the shades between dark and light, black and white. Then she sees it, parked at the gate, the red leather chair, just outside Broad Street car park, as though its owner has foregone the Nissan Micra for a more comfortable mode of travel where legroom's not an issue. And she remembers now that he'll be sitting in front of the TV, waiting for her return with the shopping and his tea. She lets out a squawk, and involuntary rebellion takes her higher, soaring upwards into the twilight and out of reach until she can fly no more, and her breath comes out in cold white plumes of air. She hovers, and all that she can make out are the scars of road and rail, of canal. She notes each patch of green and pleasant land and each estate, new builds and old, which mesh to make this city, and watches stars come out below her. As each bulb goes on, the street lights, the pubs, the churches, the temples, the homes map out a brand new constellation, and she can't describe the awe, the feeling that's inside. It's something close to joy, something similar to elation. It feels as though her heart will burst. Maybe it's the effort of flight, or, God help her, a sudden surge of civic pride. A rising thermal, a wall of sound pushes her up to the apex of her flight as one primeval voice cries out and calls her home. And gladly she accepts the fall, spirals back to earth and the darkened square where, if more proof were needed that God exists, her shopping is intact. And now she'll catch the bus, get off at the top of their street, see him waiting, worried, tapping the face of his watch, and then she'll tell him how, today, there was a 3 for 2 on toilet roll at Asda.